Hey, what's up? It's your man, Mustache Dave here, and this is Mustache Dave After Hours, joined this evening with Ibiza from Team Kingwin. #1 right now on the leaderboards. How's it going, man? How's it going?
Yo, going good, man. Going good. All
Going
smooth.
good.
Yes, getting ready for IEM tomorrow. So, yeah.
All right. And by getting ready, what does that mean? What goes into getting ready? I mean, just off the top of your head, like what, get an extra night's good night's rest, or you drink the G Fuel. I mean, what do you do?
Now, for sure, good rest, but also to make sure that we're on top of the EU leaderboards, to make sure that we're gonna be in, because there's gonna be if you're not at the top of the leaderboards, you're not gonna be in basically, in the qualifiers. So yeah, that's basically all we're doing right now, practicing,
If you're not first, you're last. Ricky Bobby, #1. So you currently have 39 days in the game and counting, according to PUBG Me. What, with so much time invested in the game, what is one of the majority, like the #1 thing that sticks out to you and what makes a great player? I mean, if you could take away, just one thing.
I think honestly, I think it's my spray, to be honest, that I'm pretty proud of, to be honest. My spray, my AR spray, to be honest.
Your AR spray. All right. And you recently went full-time streamer, correct?
Yes. Since a week.
It's been 1 week. So how's that been working out for you, man?
Yeah, good, man. I like it. I can focus on the stream, can focus on my team, can focus on the games. A lot more spare time. Good, man. I like it. I'm happy.
So what'd you do before then? What'd you do before you became a full-time?
College, dude.
All right.
University, basically. I'm pretty sure it's university. Because like everywhere, in every country it's different, right? Like university, college, different levels.
Yeah, we have universities and college here as well. So, all right. So what'd you get your degree in? I mean, I don't know if I'm getting too personal, but I'm just wondering.
It's called my degree, media management, and then I wanted to basically study a higher level, because it's nice to have a better diploma.
Yeah,
and but I quit. So
you quit? I mean, full-time streaming. I mean, it could be like the name says, full-time, and it definitely takes a lot of dedication to build that community. But you have quite the community behind you already. I pop in your stream here and there, and it's growing. Congratulations on that, by the way, man.
So, thank you.
Couple questions I typically ask some guys here on the After Hours with Mustache Dave desk. How'd you get your name, man? How'd you get your name, Ibiza?
Oh, okay, yeah, like 6-7 years ago or something. I'm first of all very uncreative. I don't know. I just chose this name. And I started grinding games. My first game was War Z, and there was a leaderboards as well. And I kind of got my name in that game, and people knew me as Ibiza. So, there was no way changing it anymore,
So, I mean, what does it mean though? What does it mean to you?
You don't know? It's a party island in Europe.
Oh,
in Spain, close to Spain.
So, all right. So pretty much, you're the party man then. Party man. Stan.
No, I don't party a lot, bro. There's only a party on my room every day.
Well, give us a brief gaming kind of background. You kind of touched into it. How'd you become to this point to be a pro PUBG player? Like, what kind of games previously did you play or whatnot?
So, my first game was War Z. I don't know if you ever heard that. That was like a third-person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
I think just when DayZ came out, back in basically in that time of the day. So yeah, I played a lot of War Z. After that, I played a lot of Shattered Skies, also a third-person shooter. I don't know if you heard that. I played H1, Counter-Strike, DayZ Standalone. Basically, these kind of like third-person shooters, and then Counter-Strike, of course. But I never really played Counter-Strike like grinding. I want to get a pro player in Counter-Strike. It's more on the side for aim, playing with friends. And that's basically it.
All right, so pretty much your background is within that third-person realm.
Yes.
Kind of here and there, like you said, CS:GO for some aim practice. Now,
Yeah.
we recently had kind of a shift in, I guess, the pro scene's meta. You know, we went from third to first person. So I mean, I'm thinking this is a good question to ask you. How do you feel about this kind of shift? You know, the game released in third person, and now it's pretty much all first person. That's just what everyone's playing. All the competitive scenes are pretty much playing first person. So how do you feel about that, coming from that third person background?
So in the beginning, I was always like, third person is good. These guys that like first person are pushing first person on Twitter. Just need to like chill a little bit, let people play what they like. Maybe a third person league, a first person league. But yeah, then first person like came out with the leaderboards. First of all, I love to grind leaderboards. I don't enjoy the game without leaderboards. It's public games that are way too boring.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw kind of like basically that first person, it's just a lot better in competitive. People can't really like lay down behind a rock. They can see you, but you can't see them. In first person, of course, they have to like peek, and you can technically like really see them because they peek. So basically, I was always against first person, but recently, first person for sure.
First person for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in the same boat as you. At first, I was just like, hey, we have two different modes, so just let people play what they want to play. You know, it's a game at the end of the day. But, you know, the competitive scene as of right now is kind of just pushing for that first person. And that's just kind of where it's at. It's where it landed, where it docked at. So you kind of made a mention of this in the very beginning when I first brought you here about IEM and how you guys have been constantly grinding those leaderboards to secure that first spot for the EU leaderboards. Tomorrow, all right, is the qualifiers for IEM, I believe. And so, I mean, what goes into this? What are you guys expecting to do tomorrow? What are you expecting to pull off? I mean, what kind of training is involved? I mean, just give me a breakdown on what you guys want to happen tomorrow.
Yeah, obviously we wanna win, and yeah.
I mean, how are you gonna win? How are you gonna win? I mean, do you have any particular strategy? I mean, yeah. I mean, can you tell me, or is it like a secret? I don't know.
It's not really a secret, to be honest. It depends on the circles. It depends on our, I don't know, the way we're gonna play. If we make mistakes or not. It's a battle royale, right? Every game is different. Every circle is different. If we want to go somewhere, we have to figure a way to get there. It's always different. It's not really like, yeah, I don't know. We just like we've been practicing. We have weekly scrims for Europe, basically.
Oh, your screen went kind of dark. There you go.
There we go. We back.
Yep.
We play Awesome, of course. That's basically our practice. Scrims are our practice. We played Global Loot League yesterday as our practice. And yeah, public games basically. Public games don't really have a matchmaking system, so that kind of sucks sometimes that you don't really face the good players that you want to face because that's how you practice, right? It's like it's all fun to win a game, but yeah. So yeah, that's it basically. We'll see what's gonna happen tomorrow. We're gonna do our best, and it's gonna be rough. There's a lot of good teams out there, so we're really gonna do our best.
All right, and you know, of course, I wish the best of luck to you and your squad. Now,
thank you.
Talking about squads here. Recently, I've been doing some research. For the most part, these pro squads, they have their 4 members, and each member has a particular role, I guess you can say. Like you have the fraggers, you know, the in-game leader, the support. I mean, I don't know what you call it. The scout. I mean, there's lots of names out there right now. What is Ibiza's role right now for his squad? What would you characterize your role as?
I think I'm always kind of at the front, basically, kind of fragger.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of my role. Sometimes I do calls as well, but yeah, we don't really have an in-game like a shot caller, right? That says we go here, everyone goes right now. We all kind of call, and then like we get it, we put it all together, and then we come to a conclusion, and then we do it. So everyone has some kind of input. But lately, we have like 1 or 2 guys for that to make sure that it's not getting like, you know, it's like sometimes like someone needs to make a decision, right? It's like, are we gonna go here? And then everyone is like, no, we can better go this. So it's good to have someone that makes the end call, though. But I don't really want to call it like an in-game leader or caller, basically. Yeah. All
right. So right now, what I'm understanding, your squad, Kingwin, pretty much everyone is involved in just keeping their eyes open and trying to come up with that best play possible, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. And the thing is with that, you know, I'm not saying good or bad. I'm just asking. Do you guys ever get caught up in the moment, like between two different ideas, or for the most part, is everyone just on the same page and like, say you guys just, you know, you have 30 seconds, the circle's about to pop.
Yeah.
Do you quickly make that decision and move to that zone and that spot, or do we kind of sit back and forth and talk about what's the best way? I mean, how does that work?
No, like 99% of the time, we just like make a fast decision because you can't wait too long, right? Then all the spots are taken, everyone is moving. You got to be fast and quick on that. So no, but and we've been working on it lately as well, like to make sure everything goes fluent. Lately, Fuss and Larson are basically like the shot callers.
Mm-hmm.
So they say like, we do this right now, let's go for it. So to make sure that we don't like ever freeze and still sit there and be like, boys, what are we gonna do? And everyone is moving already. So yeah, that's it basically.
All right, that's it. So I'm gonna kick it to a quick break, all right, and then we'll be right back with Ibiza on After Hours with Mustache Dave. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be right back. See you soon.
Well, hello. Didn't see you there. My name is Professor Porosaurus, and today we are going to be talking about risk perceptions, specifically the risk perceptions that you and your team might feel in a round of PUBG. First of all, we need to talk about what risk perception is. It is defined as the subjective assessment of a specified type of accident happening and how concerned we are with the consequences. Now, you break that further down into two types of risk. Dread risk, which is lack of control, dread, catastrophic, potential, and fatal consequences are high, such as getting shot out while you're in the open or being downed. And then they transition into unknown risk. Unknown risk is a hazard that is unobservable, unknown, new, or delayed. For example, transitioning transitioning into the next circle, or pushing into a compound when you're not sure if anybody's there or not. Now, risk is also can be considered a social construction. That means that basically the idea of risk is constructed around a future event that has not happened, and therefore the association, the conception of a risk associated with the event is constructed through individual psychology and social influences. What this means is that basically you have an idea of what risk means to you, but you also take into account what risk means to everybody around you, and you determine your perception of risk is defined by all of those people as well. Now, what does this mean for PUBG? Well, the overall idea is this. Each member of the team is going to have their own personal perceptions of risk of performing certain in-game actions based off of their own personal histories. At the same time, the longer a team is together, the more they're going to start forming this socially constructed perception of risk. The challenge for in-game leaders in this respect, then, is to manage those risk perceptions of each individual player, while also making calls that all team members feel not only comfortable with making, but also confident in executing. That's it for today. We'll see you next time. Yes.
Welcome back. This is After Hours with Mustache Dave, joined this evening with my main man, number one in the leaderboards EU right now, from Team Kingwin, Ibiza. So, Ibiza, we were talking on the break, right? I forgot. I'm rude, dude. I'm sorry. I forgot. Where are you from, man? Where are you from?
I'm from the Netherlands.
You're from the Netherlands. Okay,
Yes.
So, give us a breakdown. What do you do there? What kind of activities do you do outside of PUBG? I mean, what can you do there?
What can you do here? Now, first of all, it's flat. So you can't, like you just said, like, do you snowboard? I said, no, you can't snowboard here.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what we have, I guess, in the Netherlands is kind of the beach. for in the summer.
Mhm.
And that's kind of it, I guess. There's nothing really special that you can do here. If it's it's winter right now, and it's getting winter.
Mhm.
It's autumn right now. It's already cold, so being outside with the rain, yeah, I don't want to be there. So I would rather just sit by my PC and right now practice PUBG.
Sit by your PC and keep warm, huh?
Oh yeah, always.
How cold is it outside right now? If you had to guess,
10 degrees. It's not super cool. It's like, maybe in America it's like 10 degrees. It's like it's not cold, but I don't know. For us, it's kind of like, yeah, it's pretty cold right now.
Dude, 10 degrees is I'd be freezing my toes off in that, dude. Over here in Florida. So I mean, 75 degrees is kind of cold for me. I'm just saying. But let's get back into this. Let's get back into this PUBG talk. So, all right. So I have a question for you, coming from a perspective of a pro player. So we have so many PUBG leagues kind of popping up left and right, and we have ones that are kind of dominant right now within their realm of communities. But as a pro player, as an organization that's out there, what type of factors do you guys take into consideration before participating in these leagues?
First of all, what time of the day, basically, because everyone in our team just wakes up like 10 a.m. just early. We kind of have a schedule, and for example, some leagues out there, they start pretty late for the EU guys, and like I said, we wake up kind of early, right? It's not like I sleep on the day and wake up at like 7 or something, and then instantly start playing these leagues. So we kind of like it if it's a little bit more early. Like, let's say it starts I think Global Loot League, for example, just using as an example, started yesterday at like 6:30 p.m. So yeah, that's pretty good for us. It's done at like 9 or something, so then you don't get too tired, you're not too tired. So yeah, that's perfect. It's perfect for us.
Yeah,
basically, when does it start? How many times is there in between the lobbies? Some leagues out there, take a little bit more time, sometimes 10-20 minutes in between each game, and they can't always do something about it, right? It depends on the players, how fast are they, who's crashing. But we kind of prefer like 5 or 10 minutes wait time, nice stream, nice signups, that kind of stuff, basically.
So pretty much the main consideration for you is just the time that is involved. And you would like the breaks to be kind of short, just because you like to get in there, do your job, and then kind of get out of there. And like you said, you're a full-time streamer now, so also the next day you have to worry about that. You have that on the other side, on top of being the pro player. So lots of things going on at once now. So we're in the leagues, all right? You had the one league with the great timing, but like I mentioned, we have leagues coming left and right, new ones every day. What keeps a pro player like yourself or organization? What keeps you guys wanting to come back into that league and not just saying, "Hey, see you guys later. We're gonna go try out this new one." Like, what keeps you coming back pretty much into the same leagues time and time again? Just time.
I guess time and the teams, right? If there's a lot of good teams out there, a lot of big teams out there with I guess it makes it more fun to play. So when you're playing something and there is not really like a lot of good teams participating in it, then I guess it's not really that fun, right? So I guess these two things.
Yeah, the competition then is pretty much what you're saying. So as a top performing squad, you want the most competition as possible then, because you guys strive for that. You look for those great teams because you want to get in a gunfight with them pretty much on the field. All right, that's interesting, man. That's interesting. All right, so moving on, a couple more questions. Once again, I don't know if I said it, but thanks for joining me tonight. And
no problem.
You're a busy man over there. Let me get your opinion on crashing compounds. Is this something you do a lot? Is this something that you would recommend? I mean, just what's your take on it? What's your take on crashing compounds right now?
We used to do it a lot in third person. I have the feeling in third person it's a lot easier to breach. Also, the way you drive your cars with third person, you can see a lot more, right? If you drive into a compound with third person, you can instantly see over the car. Can make I don't know. In first person, we don't really do that a lot unless it's a really nice compound. Depends on the size. If you have like these compounds in this game. That are like small squares, right? Like we would never breach that. It just depends on the shape of the compound, how many buildings, from what angle is it nice to drive in. That's like all kinds of stuff we take in consideration. So we do it. We used to do it a lot. Sorry, but we don't do it that much anymore, to be honest. We don't really see the point of it. We would rather make our own compound with the cars that we use.
All right. Yep, I remember that. The car compound strat. All right, I like that. I mean, I actually like that better. So is it, I guess, I don't know really how to word this, but we're talking about those car compounds, all right? When do you take into the consideration to make that call to blow it up, though? Because you know how you have like the 2 or 3 UAZs vehicles? I mean, when do you want to blow it up? Because we see it time and time again. But just what goes into your mind, or like what factors into that? Like, you know, when do you blow it up, pretty much?
I guess either way, end game, when you don't need to move them anymore, because obviously if you blow them up, yeah, you can't drive them anymore, so they're pointless. Or if you're like really stuck and yeah, you're right behind it, and you know your car is getting shot, you don't want to be right behind it anymore, because if it blows up, you also blow up. So then you just blow it up real fast. If you're under fire, you're completely stuck, or end game basically. There's no reason basically for them to be still up done. That's basically it.
Basically, all right. Just pretty much 2 factors then. If you're stuck, caught in a pickle, or end game, you're just like, hey, we got this circle. Let's just make this barricade right here. All right. So 1 or 2 more questions, man. So in your opinion, what advice could Ibiza, the pro player, give to new players wanting to break into the competitive pro scene?
I guess first of all, get like people you like to play with, that have respect for each other, that really want to like be there. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that say like, "Oh, let's make a team," and then they don't ever want to practice, or they don't take it as serious. Make sure you find people that you like, have respect for each other. Make sure obviously they're the same skill level as you. Let's say it's your best friend, but he's not as good as you. Yeah, it's never gonna work. You know, it's sad, but it's just never gonna work. So yeah, that's basically it.
All right. So pretty much just find good players that you can get along with, and just start the grind from there. So is that kind of what you guys did to get to number 1 on the leaderboards? I mean, what goes into that?
I mean, we got picked up as one as the we got picked up like, I guess, after TSM, so like second org basically in the game, if I'm correct. So yeah, we know each other already for a long time. We got calls for stuff. Yeah, it takes a lot of time, right, to be on the same page, to learn to play with each other. So yeah, we've been playing for like 7 months right now or something, so we know each other, you know, quite good already. And yeah, we're all on the same page. I mean, at one point we kind of struggled as a squad because we didn't really practice anymore. We were all just working on our streams. There was not really like something like IEM that was, you know, basically there. Because like, let's be real, like it's fun to play like Ozone, PUBG Online, Global Loot League that is coming up. I think you have Legends Arena, but it's more for your name, right? And sometimes you're like, yeah, I don't know, you kind of lose motivation because like, let's be real, like IEM, that's something that is going to be huge, right? A lot of people are going to watch it. You really want to be there, so that makes you super motivated to play. So yeah, we got that motivation back recently. We've been playing a lot, practicing a lot. We're also going to probably sign up for PUBG Online again. We're planning on playing Legends Arena, play all that kind of stuff, and just be 100% back into it.
All right, man. Hey, and, you know, I wish the best of luck to you tomorrow in your qualifiers. I want to see you on that main stage come IEM time because, I mean, you guys are just phenomenal right now. You guys are looking great. You're a funny guy on your stream. Keep up the great work, by the way.
Thanks, man.
Speaking of that, how can these guys find you if they want to on their free time or whenever? If they want to go find you right now, how can they find you? What's the easiest way?
Sorry, my screen. Yeah, my Twitch name is Ibiza. I also got Twitter, Kingwin Ibiza, and that's basically it. You can find me on Twitch. You can find me on Twitter. And if you come in my chat and you write !Discord, you can also join my Discord and see me there. So yeah, that's basically the free platforms I'm using. 3 platforms. All
right. And before we leave, do you have any questions for me or what's up? It's okay if you don't. Just
what do you think about the way Bluehole is setting IEM up right now. They're inviting 12 teams. There's 8 qualifier spots for the qualifier. Do you think that's fair? Like invite 12 teams and then have 8 spots for the qualifiers, or do you think like there should be more qualifier spots than basically the number for the invited players?
This is a tough question. All right.
It is.
Yeah. You know that, of course, if your team logo is on their website right now as the invited teams, you're happy. But if your logo is not there and you're in these qualifiers coming tomorrow, you're kind of upset, right? Because there's lots of talk right now on who should have gotten invited, who shouldn't have gotten invited.
I agree.
So, I mean, that's pretty much one of the main topics when it comes to this. But, at the end of the day, we're all here trying to promote the game, right? We're trying to, entertain the viewers because, we have our pro players, we have our pro teams, but we need viewers, right? If we want to be like League of Legends and have all these competitions and, having worlds with hundreds of thousands of people watching it, attending it, whatnot, we need to start and find a fan base. So right now, they're just doing their best. They're doing the best they can. Of course, I feel like other teams should have been invited maybe over others. I don't know. I'm not going to get involved in that because, I agree. I'm in the middle. I sit back. I want to entertain these guys. I want you guys to become superstars and household names. That's kind of why, I do this after hours with the Mustache Dave because, I want the scene to blow up. I want it to grow. I want, Ibiza. I want my little kid to run around like, Ibiza. Get the Ibiza jersey during these major league games. So, I didn't really answer your question, but it's a tough one to answer, man. It's a tough one to answer.
Yeah.
There's no right answer, I feel like, at the end of the night. But
all right.
But, man, hey, I appreciate you coming here tonight over here from the Netherlands. This guy's in 10-degree weather. Look at him. I like your jacket, by the way. I like it, man.
Thank you.
So thanks for joining me, man. And this has been Mustache Dave After Hours with Ibiza. Hey, Ibiza, you have yourself a great night, man, and good luck tomorrow.
Yeah, thank you, man. And you too. Have a great day.
Thank you, man. Bye.
All right. Bye.